Right, we're live.
He's doing. I don't know. Welcome to another episode of Notts&bolts, our top of the cop podcast. This is the last one of 2025. I am here joined by Mark. How are you doing?
Not bad. How you doing, Harry? Happy New Year. Well, pre-Happy New Year, isn't it?
Well, yeah, it is. Should we talk about MK Dons in December? Should we?
Yeah. So we're talking about the first MK Dons game in December because that was our first game in December.
Yeah,
Or
it
we're
was.
going to the last game.
I don't mind. We could probably start with the first game. Really, should we?
Well, the first
What?
game, it was quite good, wasn't it? It was like a couple
Yeah.
of minutes into the game, we 1-0 down. Then we draw level. First 25 minutes, it was like a boxing match, wasn't it? One end to the other.
I mean, yeah, because we was going back off the win against Bristol Rovers, weren't we? With 10 men. The first 6 minutes, goal fest, weren't it?
Yeah,
Really,
it could have been any scoreline, couldn't it? It could have been 6-7. Up the
you're so
chickens.
funny.
It could have been any
You're
of them,
so
could it?
you're so funny. 6-7. Right, let's get back on track.
But then it sort of died down after that, didn't it? So the rest of
Yeah,
it was pretty even
I mean,
Stevens in that first half.
we should have had at least maybe one penalty or two, personally, in my opinion. But you know what referees are like in this division or in any.
Yeah. And then half time comes 2-2, and you're thinking, well, it could go either way. What's not going to turn out like in the second half? You're like, oh, we're going to play really well, or we're going to be like we was last year. And then we got, I don't know, we was like overrun for a large parts of that second half.
I think in the
And
second half, it was like, well, it was still 50-50, right, for the most of it. But then MK Dons had they had that little spell, didn't they, where they created most of the chances. I thought if they would have scored, I thought they would have pushed on to win the game. But we still dug in. I meant it was a good battle in the second half, and obviously we got that goal at the end late on, didn't we?
yeah, which was amazing scenes. The limbs in the cup was absolutely amazing to watch from like the prawn sandwich stand.
I think we got a bit lucky there, didn't we, with the goalkeeper? If he didn't chop it,
Yeah, so that was
I think personally, if that didn't go in, because what we had Dennis with the first shot that got blocked off the line, and Iapenda followed it in, if I remember right. And if that didn't go in, I would have still took that point because I thought it was a good point if it was at 2-2. But both teams could have got all three if they would have took their chances. But I thought a point would have been good for both sides, but ended up we got all 3 points.
it was a bit like a smash and grab at the end, wasn't it? And
It was,
the
yeah.
injury time was just
What was
like,
it? 10 minutes, something like that. It was like
yeah,
out of
it
this
was
world.
like, yeah, it was like you just thought, just hang on for the
I
3
know.
points. And then we went to Grimsby.
Another thing I should add, it was nice to boo Dan Crawley again. Because I know last
Yeah,
season, even though he didn't play a lot like he did last season, I think he played pretty much the whole game, if I remember right, actually. We just booed him. But yeah, it was nice to boo him again because he is a snake.
yeah,
If
it
anyone
was.
if anyone loves him, I'm sorry, but he is a snake. He did go for the money, but it was nice to boo him. I thought Aaron Amin, he got lucky not to get a red card. He got lucky.
Well, the MK's Don's manager says he was on a strong orange. He was very lucky he didn't get sent off. A strong orange.
Strong orange. Do we
Yeah,
not?
a strong orange card.
What's this? We've got blue cards, orange cards. What's next?
Yeah, that's basically saying he would have probably more than likely got sent off in that game, or he should have been sent off. He should have been. And then we go to Grimsby. Yeah. First half, pretty even. Second half, Dennis with another screamer. A Jatta for forcing a mistake out the defender, intercepting the ball, going into the back of the box. And we got 6 points out of it was 6 in December then.
Yeah, I mean, I thought Grimsby's one of those teams where if they go behind, that's it. I know they won on Monday, which is a good result against Shrewsbury, but I think even because they had 16 shots going off that their manager said 4 on target, and 3 of them were against that triple save that Roos made in the first half. But then I thought, as soon as Matt Dennis scored, I thought that was all it, because I thought we could have even still won that game 1-0 if Jack didn't score. But I thought when Jack scored, I think that put the icing on the cake for him, really.
Yeah, I thought we looked once Dennis has scored that shot, we looked very comfortable.
Yeah.
And Grimsby, yeah, they put a few dangerous balls in after we went 1-0 up, but they didn't really sort of like test us, did they really?
No, because I thought it was 50-50 going into the half-time break. It was definitely 50-50. Both teams could have gone in 1-0 up or even 2-0 up, but I mean, going into second half, it was still pretty much 50-50 until Matt Dennis scored, and then after that, it was all Notts, I think.
So that was 6 points out of 6. Then we got Walsall at home. And half 12 kickoffs, I'm not a fan of half 12 kickoffs.
No, I'm not either.
I dislike them with a passion. I just don't think Notts perform that great at half 12, personally.
That game reminded me a lot, like last season, of Newport when we played Newport at home, because it finished the exact same score then, 0-0. It was like, when they're not scoring on purpose.
I don't know. You know that game? Walsall obviously sat back. They came for a point.
They came for a draw.
They came for a draw. And it was like I think we had too much of the ball in that game. You know, and we didn't know what to do with it.
Yeah, too much of the ball. The first half, we didn't really do a lot, did we? That was quite a boring half. I mean, Walsall did play dirty. They were time wasting a lot. And in the second half, Bennett's came off because he got injured, weren't it? I think it was for Jody Jones, which I don't know what's going on with him at the minute. Is he leaving in January? That's soon to come across, in it, because basically it's right around the corner. So would we leaving or not? So yeah, I thought we had the chances, but I mean, like Patterson says, Walsall's defense there. They had 11 men behind the ball, so you can't really beat that, can you?
Yeah, and we just carried on doing the same thing, didn't we? Going down the lines, not going. We should have gone more down the middle and looked for openings that way. Well, I just think some of the time we overplay it. But I do think in that game we had far too much of the ball.
Yeah, and it's like going into it where it's like a win, we could be top of the league for Christmas, couldn't we? If we would have won. So I think a bit disappointing because coming back off 2 good performances, you would have thought we could have improved it a bit and maybe gone to, I don't know. I mean, the clean sheet's a clean sheet at the end of the day. It helps in goal difference, obviously, if you're where we finish in the league going into May. Walsall, I think they only had that chance where one of their, I can't remember what play it was, but he shot Reese made the save that he's expecting to make as a goalkeeper. So yeah, it's quite boring.
Yeah, it was a pretty weak shot. And then we move on to the debacle of Boxing Day. I go to Chesterfield. I mean, I didn't go. I didn't go. You know what I mean? Transport on Boxing Day, bit difficult. No trains, no buses and stuff like that. And watching it on TV, I just don't think we look like when we played Wimbledon last season in the league and
then the playoffs.
Both times we played at Plough Lane last season, we just didn't turn up at all. And that's what it reminded me of.
Yeah, me too. I mean, just being there, I was always thinking to myself, why the league and blah blah. If I knew we was going to play, if I knew was going to play like this before, maybe I wouldn't have been there. But obviously, it was like, I don't know, going from Warsaw with that disappointing performance, because it was a better. I would say Warsaw was a better performance than Chesterfield was. It was creating
Yeah.
more opportunities. You would have thought we would have improved on that. That's what Patterson normally does, don't he? Well, it says in his
Yeah.
interviews that he does. So it was like, especially going like, so it was a derby day as well. Losing like that, it's not really great, is it?
No. I don't think
So
like Derby should be like full of like energy, passion, and all that. You didn't really see it.
no, I don't know what it was really, but I mean, I'm not going to criticize Roos too much because I know everyone says he's involved with the second goal, but like me and you have just said, is like he was expecting Jata to head the ball. Why did he not head the ball?
He
So
ducked out of it, didn't he? And I think it
he did,
caught
yeah, and then
Roos by mistake, by surprise. And that ball could have gone anywhere, but it just
it could
so
have, yeah.
happened to wet in the back of the net. But I don't
Now,
think, even if that had went out for a corner, I don't think we had enough on that pitch to get back in that game.
I mean, I thought, and then even the first one, he was a bit unlucky because he made. I mean, he didn't. The save that he made, the ball hit his belly, didn't it? And it came off
Mm.
him. And it rebounded into the back of the net. I thought maybe he could have caught it with his hands, maybe not. It's difficult to say in it. So, I mean, the marking for that goal. What was it? Six players or something now, or was that the
I think we
MK
had
Dons
4
goal? I
players
think it was.
marking space to like
Yeah,
3 Chesterfield players.
and then Gordon apparently shouting for offside, but he was playing him on. So, but I thought the one player that did play well, Conor Grant. I know
Yeah, Conor
everyone. I
Grant
know
had one of them
everyone.
games.
Literally, I know most people don't like him, but I thought he played well in that game. I think he was one of the standout players.
Yeah, I thought he played really well. And that's for me, I'm like one of Conor Grant's like, I don't know, I don't dislike him as a player. I just think he don't really do a lot, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah,
And then so we have the meltdown from the county fans of like Notts losing to Chesterfield. I mean, my social media thing is just like all my comments is just full of
oh
Chesterfield
my
fans.
days,
You'd
mine
think
as
it's
well.
like they'd all won the lottery.
Oh
Uh,
no,
and then we go back to MK Dons, twice in the same month. We go 1-0 up. Luca with that shot from not Luca,
I
Iapenda from
append though.
outside the box. Nice shot as well. Nice shot from
It
outside the
was,
box.
yeah.
Dennis possibly should have done better with his header
He
from
should
the
have. He
corner.
should have done better. Yeah.
But after that, the second half, you look, they made 3 substitutions. They had a lot of quality on that bench, a lot of decent players. And we look at our bench and you think, who have we got on there? Who have we got on there who can come
I
on
don't know.
and change that game and make us better? You know what I mean? Gordon came on for Bennett. Did he
He
do
didn't
a
do
great
much.
deal? His crossing is
Dreadful.
average. And then
Judge Jones is crossing. I mean, we don't talk about it, do we?
Jody came on. We had, 90 minutes? What was the point of bringing Jody on at 90 minutes? I don't see the point in that.
and
And then when he did come on, I think, weren't there a free kick just after he came on? And he just,
yeah, it was, and he just basically shot it straight at him, really, didn't
yeah, straight at the defender's legs. You know what I mean? I just don't think we've got enough quality in on that pitch. In Patterson's interview today, he says, well, we should have had more points, but 8 points from 15 ain't a bad return, in my
he?
opinion.
Yeah, I mean, I think I agree with him when he says we deserved more points, but coming from where we obviously started them in September, that weren't great, was it? It's not a bad return. Obviously, we had difficult games. Because if you think about it, MK Dons twice, Grimsby, Warsaw, and obviously Chesterfield and Maxonry. So I think the points that we got, I think they were good. If we could have got more, I would have been more happy because I think we could have got more against Warsaw. No way I was getting any against Chesterfield, and if we obviously maybe tried a bit more, and then yeah, so 8 points out of 15. If you said to me that before the start of the month, I would have took it because
And,
there were some hard games.
and also, you've got like the Scott Robinson out, haven't you? You've got Matty Palmer out as well. You know what I mean? So you're
Yeah,
missing
exactly.
players. So it's not like we've got our full like normal starting 11 playing because we haven't, and we hadn't all this month. We've had players out, and a lot of like previous months, like you've had Matty Platt out, you've had McDonald's come in, Nessa's come in when McDonald got injured. So you've always had this constant. You've had players who come in, but like in the MK Dons game the other night, I think if we had more quality on that pitch, say we had another striker who
Yeah,
who could come on, and get a goal, nick a goal. We had a midfielder who could give us an extra bit of pace. You know what I mean?
absolutely.
A
Yeah,
bit more class. Whether it's a more creative midfielder. Do you know what I mean? That's the thing. I think that's what's done us over in the MK Dons game is
yeah.
not having that extra bit of
But
quality like MK Dons have got. They're losing at half time.
they
Like a
changed. Yeah,
triple substitution. And it sort of did change the game.
you know what? I hate to say it, and I think I'm the only Nuts fans that is going to say it. When Dan Corley came on, he changed the game. I thought for them because I think they had more the momentum going into it. They had more of the chances going thingy. And as soon as they scored their goal, I thought they're just going to score some more now, aren't they? So I thought he changed the game from. I could be wrong because I could be wrong, but I personally think Dan Corley changed the game from.
See, Dan Crowley is a player who needs space to play him.
He does, yeah.
But if you look at him when he was a Notts player, like Port Vale, Wrexham, who else? Like said Gillingham, they marked him out that game. So then he wasn't as effective. If you mark him out a game and you don't give him that space, and I know he can pull a pass out of thin air sometimes, but they sort of like marked him out, they nullified him. So then he's not as effective. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But also the thing, MK Don's pitch is quite big, and we looked more comfortable on that pitch, on that bigger pitch, than we do somewhere like at a ground where it's a more tighter pitch. We were
like Salford, for example, and Brackley. Yeah,
and Brackley, where it's a tighter pitch, we sort of like run out of ideas because there isn't that space.
But playing that we are with the possession, obviously playing out the back, you need that kind of space, so don't need to do it. You're playing in this tight thing. Yeah, you can still do it, but you just need to execute it right. Because I mean, in a bigger pitch, you can make that mistake, and obviously you can still get to that ball. But on a tighter thing, you need to play. I would probably say direct football up to your strikers as quick as possible through the middle, not out wide, because you have less room out wide, don't you, on a tighter pitch?
Yeah.
So
I think the points return pretty all right for them games. What we just had, tough games. I mean, we was looking at it when the fixtures came out. Notts fans was like, "This is a really tough month. We're going to struggle. We're going to struggle in December because it was a really."
Yeah, I think obviously if we had that one game that we could change, I would change Chesterfield one, obviously, because that weren't a great showing. But I don't know what game I would have changed it to though, because all those games were tough, and you don't really want to lose like how we did against Chesterfield. So I don't know. But the one result I would have changed in that month was Chesterfield.
So then we go on to we got 2 back-to-back home games. The last time we had 2 back-to-back home games was Harrogate and Colchester. Harrogate was absolutely dire, and I missed that game. Harry's gonna call me a part-time fan again now. I missed that game. It worked very well. And
took those words straight out my mouth, Mark.
yeah, and you know what? When I seen it, I was so glad I missed that game. You know what I mean? Because we offered nothing in that game. In that first half, we offered nothing. They took the lead. They had more space. We was looking for an option like everything else, trying to break them down. One ball, the splitters, wide open. You know what I mean? Over and over again. And we get in the second half, I think it was like 90-something minute. Was it?
Yeah,
Towards
nice.
the end of
Yeah,
the game,
I
wasn't it?
think so. Yeah.
Jarvis comes on. He's rutted into the box. He probably may have had a penalty before that, but he's outside the box. Defender puts an arm on him. He goes down. Referee, penalty. We survive. We get a point. And then the Colchester game.
Oh my days.
And it was like a reality check.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because we was on a good run. I think we was like unbeaten in what, 5 or 6 before that game.
5. Yeah. But I don't know. Colchester's one of those. I wouldn't say it's a bogey team because we have won against them before, but it's that team that you can't beat, innit? Really.
We didn't do very well against at their ground last season, did we?
We don't do well against Colchester. No, I mean we lost 1-0, and that was. I think that was.
And we drew the one at home.
Yeah, we lost 1-0. Yeah, yeah.
We drew 1-1. I think the one at home.
Yeah, because I believe that was the one where we was leading. What, 3 minutes in? Was it? We scored 3 minutes in, or was that the line?
I can't quite remember. I know they scored in the second half because we had that habit of last season of like going in 1-0 at half time, either drawing or losing the game in the second half. So Accrington Stanley, they picked up, haven't they? Been picking up some good results.
Right.
And we have them tomorrow.
Yeah, because they won on Monday night, didn't they, against 10-men Harrogate?
So I don't think they're going to be like a pushover like they are. I'm not being disrespectful to Accrington Stanley fans, but usually when we've played them, it's been a good game and we've won it. I don't think it's going to be that easy this year.
No, because I mean, looking at their last 5, obviously they won against Harrogate on Monday 1-0, won against Barrows 2-1, and then lost against Cambridge 2-0, lost against Bromley 1-0. I mean, Bromley are doing well, aren't they? Flying high. Yeah. And then won against Harrogate 2-0. So picking up 3 from 5, and obviously losing 2. It's nearly the same as us, isn't it? If they would have drawn one of those games, it wouldn't have like us. But yeah, I think last season, what we won? What was it? 2? Was it 2-0 at home?
Yeah, I just think Notts are a bit like Jekyll and Hyde with performances are. You know what I mean? You could have you can play well like MK Dons, and then you'll be at home, and it's just like a totally different team. You know, like a bit like Chesterfield game. So you come off the back of the Walsall game where we played really well. We should have won it. You know what I mean? We was a better team, and then you go to Chesterfield, and the players have got nothing left.
I've got nothing.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like 1 week we can go from playing amazingly to then playing probably one of the worst performances of the season. So
yeah, looking like a totally
we don't know with
different
Notts.
team.
Yeah, 1 minute we could be playing like we're top of the league, and the next minute, we could be playing like we're bottom of the league. It's like we just need to find those back-to-back performances. I think we need.
So who's the referee tomorrow? Is he anybody decent?
I'm about to search that now.
I mean, on paper, we should pick up 3 points tomorrow. Whether we do or not is another matter, because every game's a tough game in League 2. There's no like sort of give them right to just turn up and think you're going to beat anybody, because then you'll just end up with like yoke on your face. But
oh no, it's that referee again.
Which one?
Zach Kettle.
Oh, Zach Kettle. Mr. Kettle.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to get his stats up now. Just a moment. Where are we? There he is.
And the game I'm really looking forward to.
We have had him before, haven't we?
Yeah.
Zach Kettle rings a bell. So one game
Game
you're
I'm looking
forward
forward to is the one on Sunday.
to? It's gonna be weird though playing on Sunday.
I know it's gonna be really weird, but that's gonna be a tough game. And I think the last two games this season and last season when we played them at home, and this season when we played them at their ground, Judy got injured in our home game. Gordon got injured in the away game earlier this season.
Yeah, so Zach Kettle was our referee against Tranmere early on in the season when we won 2-1, where he
So-
gave five yellow cards for them, 2 for us. So
I believe that was our first win of the season.
first away win, yeah, I think it was,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
That was when we was in our patchy bit of form as well.
Oh, I know, yeah. In the 2025-26 season, 5 appearances in League 2, 30 yellow cards, 3 red cards, just like a card. In the League Cup, 2 appearances, 1 yellow, 1 red. So in total, 31 yellow cards and 4 red. And then across the whole seasons he's been reffing, 16 appearances in League 2, 79 yellow cards, 5 red cards. In the League Cup, 2 appearances, 1 yellow, 1 red. In League 1, 4 appearances, 8 yellows, 0 reds.
So score predictions then for tomorrow.
Oh, I don't know because it's New Year's Day in it, so I don't know if everyone will be part. I don't know part. I don't think none. Hopefully, none of the players will be partying because it'll be dying the next day. So, and I mean, it's another bottom half team in it in Accrington Stanley. We don't normally do well against bottom half teams. I think so, but I'm going to be hopeful. So I'm going to 2-1 Notts. I think they're going to score first though.
I just think it's going to be one of them flying games. This season, we're deprived of goals down towards the family stand end.
You're not
I
going to
want to
get him.
see.
You're not going to get him.
I want to see. I want to see. I just want to see like 3 goals in the first half. I think I'm going for a 4-0 win.
I'll take it. What? Only 1 goal and not another card? I'm not taking that. I'm going to.
Yeah.
Coming up 2.
The Cops had far too many goals this season. Far too many goals.
Coming out of 2 each. Make
No,
it 4-0.
No, not really.
Right, doing score positions across the leagues. Right, Barnet Crawley.
Barnet Crawler. I'm gonna go Barnet 2-1.
Yeah, Barnet. I'm gonna go Barnet 1-0, I think. Barrow Salford. Obviously, Barrow's still managerless, aren't they? I think.
Yeah, I'm going for a 1-1 draw.
And obviously, if you haven't seen Salford's new badge, or if you have, let us know what you think about it. Because personally, I don't like it. Do you like it?
I don't like it. No, I don't like it either.
And what do you think about them changing to orange? Is it going to be?
I don't know. It's going back to how it was supposed to be before, but the badge is totally different to before. But I just think the tail on the whatever it is just gives me Man United vibes.
Yeah. I mean, what? Because obviously the class of '92 own Salford, don't they? So
yeah.
I mean, going from red to orange, yeah. I don't know. We're gonna have to see what their first kits are going to be like, aren't they, next season? Because I think they're doing it next season, aren't they?
They originally played in orange, didn't they? Apparently.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. So I'm gonna go Barrow 1-0.
You going Barrow?
Flying Eye Bromley, top of the league. Are they going to start off the new year on a positive vibe, or are Newport going to come to town and spoil the fun?
Who's that again? I was just like thinking to myself.
Bromley, top of the league versus Newport. They're
You know what?
Bottom now.
You know what? I back Newport all the time, right? And the one time I don't say they're going to win, they win. Right? So I'm going for a Newport win, 1-0 win.
Well, they're going to lose now, aren't they? No, I'm joking. Yeah, I don't know, but Bromley, they are playing well at the moment. I mean,
Yeah, they are playing
coming
well,
from the
top
back
of the
of
league.
last season, where I think they just missed out on the playoffs, didn't they, last season?
Yeah.
If I remember right, they finished around 10th or whatever it was, and they're starting all right. I mean, what you got? Oh, what's this? What's their striker called again? I forgot his name.
Michael Cheek.
Michael Cheek. That's it. He's scoring goals for fun. But yeah, I'm gonna go off the back of Newport's 2-0 win over Crewe, because I thought they played well against Crewe, so I'm gonna go 2-1 Newport. Next game, Cambridge United versus Walsall.
I'd go with Walsall lost to Oldham 2-1, which I predicted
Cambridge.
they'll lose. I thought Oldham would win 1-0. I thought
I think I said
Walsall would be
2-1
more
or 3-1.
defensive.
Yeah.
Thought they'd play a bit like us, like more defensive. You know what I mean? Not to lose the game, but Oldham beat them. I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw. I think Walsall will try and do the same tactics they played against us
Yeah, I can see what
and
you
not
mean.
to lose that game.
I think Cambridge. I'm not sure if Cambridge are still playing well at home, because obviously they were undefeated for a bit, weren't they? At home, they're normally quite good. So yeah, I think Walsall will probably come there for a draw, but I think I agree with you on that 1-1-1. Then you got I think it's going to be a good game. This is Colchester United versus Milton Keynes Dons.
Dan Crowley. The Crowley brothers. Ooh,
And then obviously
you
got
know
Dan
what?
Crawley too.
You know what? I think that's going to be a draw. I've just got this funny feeling we're good. But I think 0-0. I just think 0-0 on that one.
Yeah, I don't know, because obviously, I mean, what if we look at the head-to-head? Colchester drew 1-1 against Gillingham away. And obviously, MK Dons drew 1-1 against us. So I don't know, but that's a tough one to call, because obviously you would expect MK Dons to win that one, because I think they have more quality in the side than Colchester does. But then Colchester just like a shock, don't they? They beat Chesterfield like
Yeah, they beat
7-0? It was a
something
high
like that.
scoring one.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna go for a draw, but I think it's gonna be 2-2.
And the beaters as well, remember?
Yeah,
They're a tough team. The Crowley brothers can set that team up really, really good. I mean, the tactics of play, I don't agree with. You know
no,
what I
I
mean?
don't either.
The tactics are very, very sort of like bordering on the dark arts, as you'd say.
But if you have to do it that way, you're gonna have to do it that way, aren't you? Which is not really a nice way to do it. But Crewe versus Cheltenham.
Crew can't buy a win at the minute, can they?
No.
You know what? I'm going Cheltenham 2-1.
Yeah, I agree, but I think there's gonna be more. I think Cheltenham 3, Crewe 1. Fleetwood versus Grimsby.
Fleetwood Grimsby. Grimsby won for the first time, in 9 games
Yeah,
against
God knows
Rosebery.
how many games. Yeah.
So will that spur him on, get him that confidence back, and for another win? Fleetwood are tough at home, though. Fleetwood are tough.
Well, if it was a good team at home, yeah.
So I'm going to go for another draw, another 1-1.
I'm gonna go. I think both teams are gonna score. But I think it's gonna be 2-1 to Fleetwood, because obviously they are a good team at home. And then you got Harrogate, and then Tranmere. Tranmere is a bit of a weird one, isn't it? Because when we predict them to win, they normally lose, and when we normally predict them to lose, they win. So you don't know. But then they lost? Did they win on Monday? Yeah, they won. They lost against Barrow 3-1.
They lost 3-1 against Barrow. Barrow had a player sent off. See, the Tranmere one, they have got a lot of individual good players. There's a team at the beginning of the season before we played them. There was unbeaten.
Yeah, well, unbeaten. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like what has gone off? What's not clicking right? And everything. I don't know. I don't know what's weird Tranmere, because it was in the top half of the. It was in the
They were,
playoffs.
yeah, for a lot, yeah.
And it's it's a strange one how a team can go from like being in the playoff positions. I think there was up as 4th or something around the time we played them
Weren't
to
they top
like
of the league?
be mid table now.
I'm sure they
So
were top of the league when we played them, weren't they?
there was in the top 5, I think, when we
Oh
played them.
yeah, wherever I can't remember where, but yeah, I mean, looking at their last 5, they lost 3-1 to Barrow, picking up a 1-0 win over Fleetwood, losing 3-1 to Oldham, 4-1 to Crewe, then beating Barrow 3-0. So they can score loads, and then they can also concede loads as well. So, but then Harrogate is a tough place to go because it is one of those grounds where I think it's a small pitch in it. I think Harrogate.
I mean, Tranmere are what 12 points better off than Harrogate,
Yeah, they are.
and
Yeah,
but league positions, League 2. You know what I mean? Harrogate bottom of the table, obviously, because Newport won the other day. So I don't know. Can Tranmere go there and win, or can Harrogate get a win?
because I mean,
I'm
I'm
just
looking at
gonna
our
go for a draw. I'm just gonna go for a 0-0 draw.
safe
I think
side.
it'd be
I mean, yeah,
quite boring. Probably. I hope Tranmere win, but I just can't see it at the minute.
because obviously looking at their form. I mean, what 4 losses on the draw in December, not really great. But yeah, I can't. I just can't tell between the two teams. So yeah, I'm gonna go. I'll probably say 0-0 draw. I'm sorry to the Tranmere fans travelling up there. Got too much team draw 0-0. I mean, I don't know how far it is, but obviously we did Notts versus Tranmere. Notts versus Tranmere. Notts versus Accrington Stanley. That's it. Oldham versus Chesterfield. That's gonna be a tough game, isn't it? Really.
Oh, Chesterfield beat us. Then they're going to lose 1-0 to Cambridge.
Oldham won against Walsall, and I think they draw to Grimsby 0-0.
So my thing here is I don't know. I think Oldham 2-1. That's my score prediction. Oldham 2-1.
Yeah, I mean Chesterfield. They played. I don't really say they played well against us, but obviously they got the goals to win the game, really. So that's what you have to do. And then Cambridge, I thought they didn't really play well. So, and obviously Oldham, that's another tough place to go to, in the league. It's a great ground as well. One of those old-fashioned ones, isn't it? Oldham's ground.
Yeah, it reminds me of old football before VAR and all this like Premier League stuff and all that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna go Oldham. Yeah, same scoreline, 2-1. Shrewsbury versus Bristol Rovers.
The battle of down the bottom end.
Yeah,
Bristol Rovers have been playing. Started playing well.
they've been playing well, but they just can't find the back of the net. I think that's their problem, isn't it?
Yeah. There's not enough. They have got quality in that side because when we played them, we only and Tyrese all got sent off. We struggled in that. We struggled in that game. You know what I mean?
I think they hit the post so many times. I think they hit the crossbar once or twice, and then Kellery's made those 2 saves in the second half.
I think though with Bristol Rovers, it's a bit like the Grimsby situation where
It is,
they had that great start to the season. They played Man U and then they started dropping off in the league and stuff. Went like I think 9 games we had a win. It's a bit that one goal I think will boost one win will boost all the confidence and they'll start like picking up quite a few points. It's just getting to that point where you score because weren't they like 2 up against the team Bromley, weren't it? There was like 2-0 up or something and lost the game 3-2 a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, Bromley, yeah.
And you think you're 2-0 up, you think right.
Bristol Rovers
You're there, your first win, you've got a new manager. You're winning it. They get a player sent off and they totally fall to pieces. So I just think if they get them Get that first win
Yeah,
under the belt, they'll start flying. But until then, it's difficult one.
yeah. Because I think Bristol Rovers is like they have a good manager, Steve Evans. I thought Darryl Clark was obviously he was a good manager as well. But I think obviously, like he said, obviously when his interview and obviously after the game against us, I think he basically said it really well. He said just couldn't score. I think that was the only problem they were missing because I thought they have good performances, but if you can't find the back of the net, that's a problem that you need to sort out. So I think it's just getting that first win under the belt, isn't it? Really, and then getting the goals in, and then the goals will come. So I think obviously Shrewsbury, obviously two teams that came down from League One last year, didn't they? So
Yeah.
obviously they're going to know obviously each other from last season, but obviously with a different manager, different play style, it's going to be a lot different. So I'm going to say draw 1-1.
Yeah, I ain't got my prediction yet either. Because when we played Shrewsbury early in the season, that night game, the night game of the season at Meadow Lane, I was trying to work out, was they what did we play really, really well, or did they make us look better than we actually was? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's an odd one to sort of
yeah,
like
I
gather
was like,
because
yeah,
you thought, but nah, I don't know. I'm going for a Bristol Rovers 2-1.
yeah. Like you said, obviously when they played against us, did they make us look good, or were we just good on the day? Because they didn't really offer a lot, did they? I mean, the goal they scored, I thought we could have defended a lot better. So yeah, I'm going to stick with a 1-1 draw. I think it's going to be close, but I just can't see either of those teams winning. And then in the last game, I think Strout's goals, if you think about it, it should do, but then on the pitch it's going to be a lot different. Swindon Town versus Gillingham.
Swindon Town, Gillingham. See, Gillingham start of the season cracking, didn't there? There was unbeaten, flying at the
20,
top of the
I
league.
think when they played against us, it was like 21 games unbeaten. But when they played Harrogate, and I think I predicted this as well. I think Harrogate won 1-0 against them, didn't it? Which kind of ruined obviously their momentum, and obviously their manager Gareth Ainsworth obviously went into hospital, didn't he? Because he was ill, I think.
Yeah.
Obviously that didn't help. So they were losing a lot, drawing a lot, and obviously bottom half of the table. But as soon as he came back, they were picking up wins, picking up draws. So are they finding that momentum again to push on? I think it'll be a good game, that one.
See, with that though, the form dropped when he obviously went into hospital. But I
Yeah,
don't think it's picked up. And this is the thing with Gillingham. They start the season really well,
they
and
do.
then
Yeah,
drop off.
it was like last season. It was the same thing, weren't it? But I think they
Yeah.
where did they finish last season? What 20th, something like that, 18th, 19th.
I can't remember. When did Darren Ainsworth come in? Because they started picking up points after he came in, didn't
Was
they?
it? Yeah, it must have been halfway through the season, I think.
So, but Swindon, I don't know. I said it last year. Holloway, if he was there early in the season, they would have finished. They would have been in the playoffs
I
last
think
season.
yeah, a lot higher. Yeah,
I think Swindon probably will end up winning the league. I can't see MK Dons a bit. Yeah, they've got the best squad in the league,
they did do. Yeah, but if they can gel together, then
but I don't
that's
think
a different thing.
as a team they're good enough as a collective. You know what I mean? As individuals, they're the best team, but
Yeah,
as a collective, I think they're gonna finish. They'll get promoted, but like
yeah, they
third
will.
or
Yeah,
second. You know what I mean? So,
yeah,
but I'll go Swindon 2, Gillingham 3.
yeah. Is this game like a derby game? Is it?
Would
Is it a
imagine it.
derby?
Yeah, it's more of a derby.
Because it's a free. It's still a 3 o'clock kickoff, but I
It's New
think
Year's
both.
Day, innit? It's New Year's Day.
Yeah, 'cause I think both the teams are a rivalry, don't they? I'm not 100% sure. So any Gillingham or Swindon fans watching, you can let us know. But yeah, this game just shot a lot of goals in it, don't it? So
It'd
I'm
probably
gonna
be a
3-0.
0-0 where it's boring or whatever.
Yeah,
It's going to be one of those, isn't it?
Yeah, so I'm gonna go 3-3. And then I think that's it.
That's it for League Two.
Or New Year's. Are we doing League One?
45 minutes. It's up to you. We're
I
up to
don't mind.
45 minutes at the minute. Yeah, do League One.
Oh, right. Starting off with Doncaster versus Bolton.
Doncaster can't buy a win. How long has Grant McCann got left?
No, I
How
don't
many
know.
games as Doncaster manager has Grant McCann got? Has he got another 5? Has he got till the end of the transfer window? Because
I mean,
they've been scoring goals against the teams at the top, like the Cardiffs and the Stockports.
yeah.
But they can't win the game. They just can't win.
It's like the last league win was against Peterborough. They won 2-1. I think that was before Luke Williams joined. Was it before Luke Williams joined, or was it a bit after? I'm not 100% sure.
No, I'm not sure on that one.
So yeah, I mean, they lost the last 5. They lost 4-2 against Stockport. Blackpool, they lost 1-0. Plymouth, Doncaster got battered 5-1. And then I thought they played well against Cardiff, but obviously going on the wrong side of the scoreline, losing 4-3, and then obviously losing to Stockport 2-1. So then Bolton's one of those teams where they win and then they lose because they obviously lost against Mansfield, didn't they? In the last game.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I know.
Go on.
I'm going to go 2-1 Bolton.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Bolton win probably. Oh yeah, 2-1. Exeter versus Luton.
Exeter versus Luton. Luton have picked up, had some good wins. I'm going to go 3-0 Luton.
Are they still getting relegated?
Well, they could do. You know what I mean? Who knows? Who knows? I've still got the Luton fan on my case. But in my defence, they're not doing that well. Where they thought they'd be at the top of the league, so I'm more right than they are at the moment.
Yeah, because obviously they had a new manager halfway through. Well, not halfway through, but because is it Jack Wilshere their manager now? I think it is.
Yeah, Jack Wilshere.
So I'm going to go with a Luton win. I'm going to go 1-0. And then I think this says a 0-0 written all over it. Leyton Orient versus AFC Wimbledon.
You know what? I'm going 2-1 Leyton Orient.
I'm going to go 0-0. Lincoln Huddersfield.
Oh, this is a tough one, isn't it? This is like this is one of the better games on New Year's Day. Lincoln Huddersfield. You got Lincoln in second, followed by Bradford in third, waiting for Lincoln to slip up, and Huddersfield back down in fifth. But I just Lincoln overperform every season.
They do, yeah.
Outperform.
But they just can't find that.
Really
they
well.
just can't find that final thing to go up.
I think this year though, it's going to be their year, and I already predicted Cardiff to go up or in the autumn we win the league. Did that at the beginning of the season.
I did too.
So I'm going. It's going to be a tough game. Huddersfield with a sending off. I'm going 3-1 Lincoln.
Yeah, I don't know. It has goals in it, so Lincoln 4, Huddersfield 2.
See, Lincoln's Grand Central Bank, if it's still called Central Bank, right, is a tough place to go. You know what I mean?
It is.
When the fans are on the metal, it's a tough place to go.
And then you got a small game in League 2. You got Mansfield versus. I don't want to say the name, but I'm going to have to, aren't I? Bradford City.
Mansfield couldn't win for love or money earlier in the season. There was near the playoffs not so long ago. Slipped right down towards the edge of the relegation zone. Back of beating Barnsley. They beat Barnsley. I can't remember who they beat last time out, but 2 wins in a row. Nigel Clough came out and says, "Oh, people would have said I'm crazy if we were winning the next 2 games." So I'm going, and sorry, all these Bradford fans and the ones I know as well. I'm going for a 3-1 Mansfield Town win, and that pains me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I bet it does. I know.
That pains me to say that Mansfield are going to win, but we're not being biased. We're just
no.
I'm just saying it how I see it. 3-1 Mansfield win?
I don't know, because Bradford is one of those teams where they do good at home, not so good away. So it hates me to say it, but I think Mansfield will probably win. I'll say probably say 1-0 Mansfield. Northampton versus Stockport.
So we Northampton, Stockport. Stockport beat Doncaster in that like really weird
Goal
game of
fest.
loads of goals. Goal fest. We're gonna go. You know what? Northampton 1-0.
Yeah, I think Northampton another tough place to go. Obviously, it is. But Stockport, obviously winning 4-2, losing 2-1 to Lincoln. Northampton losing 2-0 to Huddersfield and then losing 5-1 against Burton in the last two games. But yeah, I'm going to go Northampton 2-1 winners over Stockport. And then you got managerless Port Vale versus Blackpool. I mean, Blackpool's in good form at the moment, so you would expect it to be old Blackpool, but it could be a shock.
Ever since Blackpool beat Carlisle in the FA Cup. Sorry, any Carlisle fans listening. They've turned the fortunes around, haven't they, Blackpool?
Yeah, they have.
And they've gone on this run. But Port Vale, managerless, bottom of the league, New Year's Day, new year, new start. Could they upset the apple cart and get a 1-0 win? Because that's what Port Vale was good at in League Two,
they're good at in League Two.
Getting a 1-0 win.
Even when they're not playing well and they're not playing their good stuff, they can only get that over the line and win games or even draw.
So yeah, I've gone for a 1-0 Port Vale win. So Eddie, you'll be happy.
Because last season when they played us at their ground, they weren't going into it with such a good form, were they? And I think we were the team going into the better form. And they got a win obviously over us. It could have been a draw if my Troy would have hit the net instead of the crossbar, but we move on from that. That was last year. No, it's still this year, but obviously,
last season.
How many hours? So yeah, I'm gonna go Blackpool 3, Port Vale 2. Reading Burton.
Burton, what's going off there? I'm going for a Reading 2-1 win.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Burton 1, Reading 3. Rotherham vs Peterborough.
Rotherham, Peterborough. I think Peterborough winning this one. Luke Williams, ex-Notts County manager. Rotherham, who's shocking this season. Go for a 3-0 Peterborough win.
Yeah, I agree. 3-0 Peterborough. And then you got Stevenage versus Plymouth.
Stevenage 6-1.
Wow. Okay. What's your thoughts behind that? Or is that just a...
It's just whatever could be to be at that time. Plymouth a bit in and out. Be the beat Doncaster and then get flattened the following week. Stevenage a bit in and out as well. Plymouth bottom end, Stevenage top end. New Year's Day, Stevenage at home. Want to get off the year off to a good start, and they'll get off with a flyer.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Stevenage 3, Plymouth 1. Wigan Barnsley.
This is a tough one. Barnsley started playing. They was playing really, really well, and then I think they went to Wimbledon and lost.
Yeah.
And then ever since then, the form's been in and out.
In and out, yeah.
But I do fancy them for a win against Wigan. 2-1 Barnsley.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 2-0 Barnsley, and then ending off League One with Wycombe versus Cardiff. I think this is a win for Cardiff. Well, Wycombe always it, but then it could be a shock because Wycombe could turn out and win possibly 1-0. Who knows?
And also, it's New Year's Day, so are the Cardiff boys going to be like in an hotel New Year's Eve? You know what I mean? Or they're travelling up in the morning? I don't know. I'm going for a 1-0 Wycombe win, even though I think Cardiff will win the league at the end of the season, or even before the end of the season. But just think New Year's Day, go for a Wickham win.
Yeah, me too. I'm going to go. I think Cardiff can get a goal, but I think it's going to be 2-1.
And that brings us to final thoughts. What's your final thoughts then?
I don't know, but hopefully to improve on the performance against MK Dons, because I thought we played a lot better than we did on Boxing Day, and hopefully, I disagree with you. Hopefully, there's more goals in front of the Kop this time out. I mean,
No, we need them down the other end. Because the prawn sandwich stand is like feeling a bit left out this season.
Okay, I'll give you 2, and then we can have 3 over. But I don't know. I just hope we win, because obviously New Year's Day, I think we won. Can't remember the last year. I think we won against. No, we lost against Warsaw, didn't we? Because we were in front and we lost 2-1.
Yeah.
So yeah, I hope we win. I hope it's a good, comfortable win as well. I hope it's a clean sheet, obviously, because Rooster's getting a lot of stick. So I think if he gets a clean sheet this game, it should sort itself out. But there'll be some people still giving him stick. So yeah, I hope it's a good win.
Yep. So I hope we win comfortably, a good win, and set us off in the new year on a right path. I just want to say to everybody else who's been watching, please like, follow, share as well. And don't forget as well, Happy New Year. And up
Happy
the
New Year.
Magpies.
You boys.
You boys.